to invite our guest anchor. Great to see you.
Hi, Betty.
This is Friday Briefing. This is how we do things.
I thought there's a battery here. That's why I came planning. Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's what.
No worries about that. Now, my first question.
Yeah.
Pombe ilikufanyia nini?
I discovered that if you take alcohol, it goes direct to your liver, and one of the byproducts is called ketones, and then ketones destroy your brain. So you become true kichwa maji. That's a fact.
Kichwa maji?
Yeah, for real.
So, but then particularly for you, did you have any experience?
Yes.
Such that it's sort of like you loathe it.
I was trying I tried to be introduced to the stuff around 1974.
You even call it stuff.
Yeah. In 1974.
Yes.
After a long spell of resisting.
Yes.
From 1972. And I didn't like it. I tasted half a bottle of what was called export, a dumpy. It was a product of South African breweries then. And I didn't like it at that particular time. And from there on, I followed a series of tragedies associated with alcohol. Chief among them, I lost a brother at one point. And I've seen it all in terms of alcohol abusers and the rest of it.
All right.
Yeah.
But many people would argue that, maybe for you didn't like it, but for them, they actually look forward to Friday when they can have a drink or two.
Yes, I really sympathize with them because you have a choice of beverages for you to take.
Yes.
Chief among them, the alcohol. Have you ever sat down to analyze what alcohol do to your body? If you ever did, then you join me in either enjoying milk or enjoying water or enjoying anything else. It's a fact. What happens, and this is a very serious matter, Betty. Once you consume alcohol, and most of you are consuming, and cheers, immediately alcohol lands into your stomach. It's absorbed direct through the mucus, the mucus membranes in the stomach, and lands in the liver. In the liver, it is destroyed. The normal alcohol is destroyed, and then you have ketones. These ketones, then, when they land in the brain, and your brain, in normal situation, has about 100 billion neurons, is destroyed in pits, such that if you did a scan today and you have been drinking too much, you'll be shocked. And I want to dare you, if you have been drinking too much, just to go now and have yourself scanned, and then you see the spots. Those black spots are actually fluid, and fluid in Kiswahili is maji.
Okay.
And that is what makes you stagger, because
like the pictures we are seeing. Because simply the brain can't coordinate your movement properly, and then you're losing your memory, and then the vital organs are not behaving too well, and then you're in trouble. All right.
So compared to tea, compared to coffee, compared to anything else that you can drink, obviously you find alcohol is bad. Look at this footage. Yeah.
Maybe they're really enjoying themselves.
Yes, but it's enjoying it just like a kid playing with the fire or a sharp knife.
Okay.
You're going to injure yourself.
All right.
I know so many intellectuals who have injured themselves. I know so many people, even for the state, who are really a mess because of alcohol.
Okay. People say, like I tweeted some questions that people wanted to ask you, and a number of people were saying, are you sure Mututho does not take alcohol undercover?
I can stand here and swear, I rarely swear, that the last half a glass I took was in 1974 at a bar called Kagema in a place called Molo Tourist Center. It was a new bar, and it was a white export dumpy. Half a glass. That was it, period. I've been around the world, over 70 countries. I've been to some of the finest parties.
Yes.
You call them bashes. I've been around and I've not tasted alcohol.
Let's talk about your unceremonial exit from Nakada. How would you describe it?
First of all, you need to understand Mututho and see him from 2010. Talking of exit or entry is just in your mind. Mututho has been on from 2009. And I'm saying again here, if you know any pub now, right now, as I'm seated here, tell me they are open after 11. My number is well known to yourselves or through the email. I would just strike. Because I've been striking. All they did was to decorate me Chairman Nakada. And that Chairman Nakada is a bigger hassle to me.
Yes.
But notwithstanding, the government is committed, totally committed to management of alcohol.
All right. So there are 2 pictures that I want to show you that have been doing rounds in social media, on social media.
Yeah.
Let's take a look at one here. Let's just wait for it. Okay, so let's stick there. This one says, Aki Uhuru, mbona kututesa? Afadhali VAT kuliko Mututho. This was when you were appointed as...
This is my favorite.
Oh, you actually know about it?
Somebody sent to me. And if this gentleman fears Mututho this much, then he should do himself an honor.
It's not only this gentleman. I'm sure there's so many Kenyans who feel the same.
This particular one, he seems like he has missed his buza or something like that, or changa. But I think he realizes that he will not be damaged any further, and he's going to comply to the Mututho laws.
Are you seeing what the afadhali VAT kuliko Mututho?
Yeah, that means...
Doesn't it disturb your heart?
No, I celebrate.
You celebrate? I
celebrate because what I do is not Mututhoism. What I do is I follow and help you follow the law.
You help us follow
the law. Yeah, and I point out at who is not doing it, who is doing it, who is not doing it. I point out at pubs which have not been have been open throughout. Places now like in Tataveta was there recently.
Okay.
A place called Russia. I've been all over.
You've been all over.
Yeah. All right. So this guy, truly,
he's in too much pain.
Yeah, but I wish I got hold of him. I wish I got hold of that guy, not really to punish him, but to make arrangements for his rehabilitation so that he can come to terms with himself.
Okay, fine. So this is the other picture that I found very interesting. I don't know, have you seen this one?
No, this one is new.
Okay, so this one says John Mututho eviction bash all over Kenya. It says keep walking, Johnny Walk. Have you seen this picture? This is not the eviction party after what happened this week. What can you say about it? And it's something that is going to happen in so many bars across town tonight.
I'll get crushed most of them, and by Monday we'll meet in court. So
what do you mean you'll get crushed? So if they don't have bouncers, they better get bouncers, or what?
Mine are tougher. Mine are top of the world bouncers. So we'll get crushed. And when we get crushed on Monday will be a very long day for some of them. So better watch it. Don't drink beyond 11. That is Mututho time when it expires. And tomorrow morning when you wake up, you have to wait up to 5.
Yes.
No, tomorrow is Saturday. Sorry.
Yes.
It's going to 2 p.m. And then you can enjoy your drink. So enjoy the bash, but remember, Mututho may get crushed.
You might get crushed. I like that. Okay, so it's time for you to introduce a story for our audience, and it's very interesting because it touches on something that you are also starting to, to pull a Mututho on, and we'll be talking. It's about Mira. That is the story on the auto cue. Just read it for our audience and we'll continue with our conversation in a few minutes. Start by introducing yourself.
My name is Honorable John Mututho, incoming chairman of NACADA. For the better part of this year, Mira farmers, traders and readers from the respective regions have recounted their pride. One authority after another has also come out, condemn Mira as a product that should be banned. And now, county governments are passing laws prescribing either heavy taxes or total control on the consumption of the crop. So which way? Mira, KTN's Catherine Omando reports on the latest troubles and the so-called green gold.
Mira farmers began the year with fervent prayers that the United Kingdom would not shut them down or out. They lost round 1 and now are engaged in a spirited court battle to reverse the UK decision. But the latest onslaught from different counties against the crop has left farmers with a lot to chew on.
Tutafunga mali chetu tutakienda huko kwao. Watoto tunasomesha na miraa. Mambo yote tunafanya na pesa ya miraa. Kwa hivyo kifungwa sisi tunaumia.
Miraa traders and transporters woke up Monday to news that the Machakos County had passed a law imposing 10,000 shillings tax per trip for simply passing through the county. But Garissa County intends to take the war against the crop a step further.
Katika county hii wengi wanakula miraa na unaona mtu anafanya kazi kitambo apate hiyo kazi apate faida kidogo anakimbilia kununua miraa na kuketi chini kupotesha wakati yake.
Machakos is not as big a market as Garissa, and producers and transporters of miraa are now very alarmed.
It does not help in promoting cohesion in Kenya. It is retrogressive. It must be condemned by all right-thinking citizens of Kenya.
Sisi tuko tayari kuzuia kuuza miraa. Na kufanya hivyo tunaweza kuweka ushuru ya hali ya juu ili watu watoroke kuuza miraa.
Remember, trade is interaction. So if you start barring traders from a particular county from doing trade in your county, you are also inviting similar treatment from other counties, and it doesn't augur well for the country.
Meru County farmers will raise funds for legal fees to aid in the court battle in London. But here at home, this crop known as Meru's green gold is now facing real and present danger of losing its luster, and farmers and traders may now have to turn a new leaf and look elsewhere for a livelihood. Catherine Omwando, KTN.
Well, let's return.
What can you say about that story? You know, miraa farmers now, the crop under danger. That's what many people are saying out there.
I want to first of all sympathize with them, and I also want to inform Kenyans that many studies have been done, and the degree of drugism, so I call, in miraa compared to alcohol is at 9%, compared to miraa at alcohol at 72%. What I would urge both parties to sit together and do the Mututho hours.
The Mututho
hours for the miraa.
That is from
5 to 11 to be good for
so what does that mean? If you're chewing miraa at 10:59, you better be. Will you have morality cops coming into your home or whatever you are to see if you're chewing miraa?
The new regime of laws are such that the cops will no longer be very relevant to the public per se. But what happens is that once the consumers and the producers agree on the timing, then we come in and see at what point does cathinone or cathins, which is the active ingredient there, harm you. And then we'll estimate, do you need to chew for 4-5 hours, or 3 hours, or 5 hours? I would ask both the governor, His Excellency the Governor of Meru, my friend Munya, and His Excellency the Governor of Garissa to sit together first of all. And I'm prepared to arbitrate between themselves, so that they are not so hard. But I mean, miraa is a miraa from Nyambene Hills. It's not every other takataka that people are chewing around and then.
So from 5 to 11.
5 to 11. Yes.
If you were to be the Nakada chairman, is that one of the things that you would try?
Yes, I would try to persuade them to adopt that, and also over the weekend from 2 p.m. all the way to 11 p.m. And then they should pack it neatly. They should clean it. They should stop the lunacy of transporting it so violently. They should also consider miraa only from authorized areas and from authorized areas. Because if you did miraa and grew, and it can grow at Dadora grounds or the sewage plant, along the sewage plant, that is something very poisonous. So we better have miraa coming from the Nyambene Hills or any other site that will be agreed between the producers and the government and the others.
That is one vision. Now, we want you to introduce our business anchor in the business studio. It's Bonnie Tunya. This is the camera that you're supposed to use.
You are watching KTN Friday briefing on this 8th day. Continue. Start.
The business anchor Bonnie Tunya.
You are watching KTN Friday briefing on this 8th day, and the anchor is going to be Bonnie Tunya, and the amateur introducing you is none other than Honorable John Mututho, the man who believes that you should be sober all the time. Welcome.
Amazing, Mheshimiwa. But the